Well, Hellfire has rocked a riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. Make sure my mic, everything's going. So I'm checking out I Want to Believe by Suicideboys. It's been recommended a few times. I think Biff Zeri was the first person to say it, and then the newest one was Solar Way, I think. Let me go search real quick. Believe. It's weird how YouTube is. Oh, I'm sorry. The person that mentioned it last was Faith Nassis. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. It's weird how YouTube is with Suicideboys content because I think the fact that the word suicide's in it and YouTube's got very strict on how you say certain things. Like some of the comments that YouTube takes off my videos, like I'll go through and check every once in a while to see what ones are hidden, and I'm like, why did YouTube block this? But I was told if I'm a real metalhead, I'm gonna dig this track. First of all, I can say is this an actual track? It's only a minute and 22 seconds. Oh me. Suicideboys, y'all do some really cool stuff. Y'all's beats are badass, but y'all got to make longer songs. In my personal opinion. I did talk with a kid the other day who's actually a really big Suicideboys fan, and I asked him, I said, "Do you like the fact that most of their songs are that short?" And he's like, "Hell yeah." He's like, I don't like long songs because I was showing him this one new Periphery track that I'm really into. It's 8 minutes long, and he looked at me. He was like, 8 minutes? I can't listen to something for 8 minutes. I get bored. I'm like, well, that's why it's progressive, man. It's a progressive metal song. It changes. I don't know. I like the music to take me on a journey, and I looked at that kid and I was like, if you think 8 minutes is long, then I don't know. How do you Either way, let's check out I Want to Believe.
I want to believe.
Bitch, back up off me before you catch these hands. You in the pit, don't give a shit and off a couple times. Extend my fist and bust his lip, fuck no, I can't relax. Put on my mask and rob the trap just so I can relax. Coming out in your fucking life. Straight out the water, terrified. Look in my eyes, they show the mind. Fuck boys gonna die.
I like the shift in the instrumental, but I just don't. If this is Ruby, I think some people said that Ruby does the screams. Oh, his screams are not that good to me. It just, I don't know. I'm a bit weird when it comes to harsh vocals because I don't know. I mean, I want you to sound like a demon from hell. If that makes any sense. It's like there's a few popular bands now, and I mean, I'm glad they're making it and doing it to it, but their vocals I just can't get into. The one off top of my head, it was a big song on my TikTok feed. Something some band called Something Loose. I just remember the beginning of it, the screaming was like it was kind of like crying. I don't know. I might be too harsh. I might be hating on it too bad. It just does not click with my ears. I like the shift in the beat though.
race, dragging that shit plus. If my fucking talents grab them, drag them to the fire, let them burn down.
Right there. Perfect example of what I was just talking about. It's a little too whiny for me. I mean, some people love it, to each his own. That's the great thing about music, man. There's so much for us all out there to enjoy. But this kind of vocal, this kind of harsh vocal just does not click with my ears. It's not that it's, I don't know. I can sit here and say it's not bad. The fact that you're able to actually push your vocal cord to do that kind of stuff, that's a talent all in itself. It's just not clicking with my ears. And I think that's a lot of to do with I've just been listening to a shit ton of bands for the past, I don't know how many years, and heard all variants and types of the like harsh vocal stuff. And it just doesn't. This is one style I don't really care for. So I don't want people to hear me say all this, talk all this shit, and think I'm really hating. I'm not really hating. It's just not for Rock the Riff. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully people understand. I'm not hating to be hating. It's just not clicking for me.
I want to believe.
Okay.
When you get your next big idea, Grammarly's tone suggestions can help pitch it with confidence to get.
So, love the beat. I really like the shift in it too. I mean, once again, Uicideboy and their sub bass is just, they got one of the best sub bass in their tracks most of the time.
Back up off me for you catch these hands. You in the pit, don't give a shit and off a couple times. Extend my fist and bust as if fuck no, I can't relax. Put on my mask and rob the trap just so I can relax. Come in your fucking lie. Straight out the fire, terrified. Look in my eyes, this your demise.
This part isn't that bad. I might have jumped the gun a little bit on this. Sorry that this last verse though, because this one isn't as whiny. It is more of like a just, I'm really into it and stuff. Of course, I like the slower of the beat. They still hit that cadence, even though it's a little slower than normal. But that last verse.
I want to believe.
I don't know why, but I do like this little vocal. Like, nuance or whatever. Like, I just feel like that guy just fucking is buzzing real hard, or hit the blunt, or fucking sip the cognac, or whatever the fuck you gonna say, and come in is like, just spit it, man. I don't know why, but that. Yeah, I'm not going through that again. 4 horns, because I mean, props to the boys for, like, they don't give a fuck. Like, I don't matter if they want to sound like something and they can achieve it, they're gonna put it out. Doesn't matter if it appeals to the mass audience or whatever. I mean, I would say that if they watched me talking about this song, they wouldn't give a fuck at what I had to say, which I understand. I mean, being a musician and being in a band myself and trying to promote my own band's music, uh, sometimes you got to take the negative with the positive, and then I mean, there is people that really hate on shit, like truly just gatekeep or hate on shit. And I don't understand that. Like, I don't do the reactions reviews on my channel to ever really hate on anything. I mean, I love music, and I'd like to say that I know music pretty well because I've been playing it for a while. But then again, some people would call me narrow-minded in how I see music and how I feel about it and everything, which is their opinion as well. But I don't know what it is, but that whiny cry, I don't know how else to explain it, because it sounds like they're on the verge of crying. It sounds like, to me, if you've ever seen like a little kid get so angry they're crying and they're screaming, that's what it makes me think of. I don't know any other way to describe it, and I hope, like I said, I hope that people ain't gonna sit here and be like, yo, you're just fucking hating to be fucking hating. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what it sounds like to me, and yeah. But I still really dig Uicideboys. I think most of the time the tracks that people suggest to me here on YouTube turn out really, really good. They're always really short, but they turn out really, really good. And then like it's not something I listen to on a daily. So how do I broaden my own music horizons if I don't give a chance to all this other stuff that's out there and everything? But I can say I Want to Believe is not one of my top Uicideboy songs. I like the skeleton right here. And I like some of the bars. I love the instrumental. I think every Uicideboy song I've ever heard, I always dig the instrumental. The music is always really bumping. It's on point. It's got the kind of sub bass I want all hip hop to have. It's just fucking deep and boom. I mean, with a nice sound system, it's bumping. But the bars and the vocals on this one, just not all of them click with me. I can't think of nothing else to say. So I hope everybody that keeps up with my Uicideboy stuff, I hope y'all don't really hate on me too hard. I know some people are going to, and I expect that. And I understand, because like I said, somebody is going to love this kind of shit. It's just not this somebody. But I do hope y'all keep leaving me some comments and some suggestions for other Uicideboys to check out. It's like, if you had to go off of what's been my favorite from these guys, Fuck Your Culture is really good. I love Gray Magic, but that was one I'd heard before I ever started doing Uicideboys. What was some of the other ones? Germantown was really good. Off the new album, I don't know why, but I am hooked. Well, I do know why. I really like the instrumentation with the Serpent and the Rainbow. Serpent and the Rainbow, fucking, that instrumental beat is hard as fuck. I really, really, really dig that. So I hope y'all do continue to leave me some comments and suggestions, even though I Want to Believe didn't really hit home with me. If it's your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me the pros and cons of my own shit, man. I mean, if it's constructive criticism, I'm down for that, because how does one grow? How does one become better if the audience that he makes stuff for, he doesn't listen to them and try to see everybody's point of view on stuff? And with that, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.